week's show is coming to you from beautiful Bethel College in the heart of North Newton, Kansas. Our musical director tonight is LaDonna Cheatham, featuring our special guest, Sound of the Heartland. We also have with us Detour Quartet, and I want to give you a little secret. The louder you clap, the better they sing.
He stands and waits 'neath the starry sky. There's love in the air and he sings with a sigh. I'll stand at your gate, and the song that I sing is of moonlight. I stand and I wait for the touch of your hand in the June night. The roses are sighing a moonlight serenade. I bring you and sing you a moonlight serenade. Let us stray till break of day in love's valley of dreams. Just you and I, a summer sky, a heavenly breeze, kissing the trees. So don't let me wait. Come to me tenderly in the June night. I stand at your gate, and I sing you a song in the moonlight, a love song, my darling, a moonlight serenade for you. I wait for you. Just you, my love. Maybe the sun gave me the power, for I could swim Loch Lomond and be home in half an hour. Maybe the air gave me the drive, for I'm all aglow and alive. What a day this has been, what a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling, I could swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell
look like an eager beaver.
Don't flip your wig. I'm heading to Riverwalk Church of Christ for a concert. The sound of the Heartland is performing, and I've heard there the cats meow.
I hate to be a fuddy-duddy, but I don't usually like church events. I always feel like people are in cahoots and giving me a bum rap.
Well, I don't believe you will feel that way at Riverwalk. They are known for being a caring church that accepts people just as they are. No judgments.
Well, okay, in that case, I think I'll head to Riverwalk with you after all.
Well, shake a leg. I don't want to miss any of that awesome 40s music the Sound of the Heartland is performing tonight.
I was walking along, minding my business, when out of an orange-colored sky flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you walked by. I was humming a tune, drinking in sunshine, when out of an orange-colored view, and bam, alakazam, I gotta look at you. One look and I am timber. Watch out for flying flyers. And the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, I've been hit. This is it. This is it. This is it. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me in the eye. Flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange colored, purple striped, great big polka dot sky. Flash, bam, alakazam, and goodbye, goodbye.
As a special treat for our boys fighting in Europe and the Pacific, several of our radio shows will be broadcast over there to help lift their spirits. They will have the opportunity to laugh along with Ozzie and Harriet and the great Gildersleeve, and they may even get chills from the Shadow and the Whistler. They will also enjoy CQ Quartet from the ensemble. We are waiting and praying for all of them to come home.
Yes, he's in the army now. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was a top man of his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a bow and reveille. Wow. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. It made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a tootly-odd-a-tooty blows an A to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. Oh yeah, he makes the company jump when he plays reveille. Wow. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a tootly-odd-a-tooty blows an A to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. Oh yeah, he makes the company jump when he plays reveille. Wow. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B.
some big doings coming up in our house this summer.
Oh yeah? What kind of big doing?
Oh, our daughter, Lulabelle, is getting hitched to old man Johnson's son, Jimmy.
Woo-hee! Putting on a wedding is mighty difficult. You got any ideas about the photography?
No, I haven't even thought about that.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret then. That Douglas Photographic Imaging is a mighty fine outfit. They know all the tricks to get your memories in print.
Douglas Photographic Imaging. I will take your advice and give them a call. They sound perfect.
My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I found is the case when I'm out on a quiet spree, fighting vainly the old ennui, and I suddenly turn to see your fabulous face.
So I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true, so true, that I get a kick out of you, Some get a kick from the train, I'm sure that if I took even one trip, it would bore me terrifically too. It's true, yet I get a kick out of you. I do. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore me. I get no kick in a play, flying so high with some guy in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. Yet I get a kick. Oh, what a kick! I get a kick out of you. Whoa, the snow is snowing, the wind is blowing, but I can weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm, so warm. I can't remember a worse December. Just watch those icicles pour. What do I care if icicles pour? I've got my love to keep me warm, so warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my gloves. I need no overcoat, I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire, the flame throws higher, so I will weather the storm. off with the sweater. I got a heater, could not be better. We'll be so comfy all through the storm, last storm. I've got my love to keep me. I've got my love to keep me warm. So warm.
You know, nowadays, they're giving baseball players all kinds of strange names.
Funny names?
Nicknames. Now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know is on third.
Well, that's what I want to find out. Now, on this the St. Louis team, what are the names of the fellas on the team?
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know is on third.
You don't know the fellas' names.
Yes, I do.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean the fella's name on first base.
Who?
The fella playing first base.
Who?
The guy playing first base.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first?
I'm asking you, who's on first?
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. And why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes, after all, the man earns it.
Who does?
Absolutely.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
Oh, no. What is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third base.
Uncle Sam says, I want you. Support freedom and our troops overseas by purchasing war bonds today. Sacrifice? Yes, but not as much of a sacrifice as our armed forces make every day. Sign up today and buy as many as you can for the good old red, white, and blue.
Is there a man with soul so dead, who never to himself has said, this is my own, my native land, this is my native land, this is my country.
everything that isn't make-believe is the green grass of home. Tired of doing yard work the old-fashioned way? That old push mower getting to be too much for Ma and Pa? Well, they can be just like Buck Rogers on one of them newfangled mowers from XL Industries. Mow the yard at the speed of sound. Then you'll have more time to relax on the front porch with a tall glass of lemonade. You'll be the envy of your neighbors with a new mower from XL Industries.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Texaco Star Theater, hosted by Fred Allen and sponsored by Halstead Community Foundation, working as a steward to your charitable philanthropic interests.
Fred Allen's guest this week will be Benny Goodman and his orchestra. The next week, Texaco Star Theater will have Les Brown and his band of renown, featuring vocalist Doris Day. You won't want to miss that music with messages of hope and faith in a better future. Messages that never go out of style.
Everything I do reminds me of you. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon. But I'll be seeing you, be seeing you. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new. I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Be You left me in pieces when you took my heart. We had each other with so much to share. I said I love you, and you said you care. Then dark clouds followed, and we've grown apart. You left me in pieces when you took my heart. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Just take my lips, I want to lose them. Please take my arms. your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. Darling, how can I go on, dear, without only you? After all, you took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? Won't you take all of me?
Hog wild pit barbecue. Don't be late, we close at 8. When Father asks, "What's for supper?" Mama says, "Pine View porks." And Father knows that at least in the kitchen, Mother knows best.
Guest stars next week on the Burns and Allen Show will be 3 of the biggest Hollywood stars of all time: Cary Grant, Jimmy Stewart, and Katharine Hepburn. They'll be telling you all about their brand new screwball comedy, Philadelphia Story. It'll be premiering soon in your local theaters.
How I long to show you the love that fills my heart. There never is a dream that I don't have you in it. You never leave my thoughts Brussels and also ran. My baby just cares for me, only me. My baby don't care for Rita Hayworth. He'd rather have me 'cause I'm more down to earth. Liz Taylor is not his style, and Lana Turner's smile is something that he can't. No, sir, no, sirree, don't worry about me and baby. My baby just cares for you. He thinks I'm a perfect score. He bowls on Tuesdays, says he loves our singing. My baby just cares for me, not them, just me.
Got legal problems at your house? Accident or unfaithful spouse? Devon and James will lend a hand. Solve your problems to beat the band. They'll keep it all confidential. In court they are influential. Give them a call, they'll ease your mind at 555-9999.
Open hearts will reach high, dare to dream tonight. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartaches. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, keep on believing. The dream that you wish will come true, come true. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through, shining through. No matter how your heart is grieving, keep on believing the dream that you wish will come true tonight. Whatever you dream will come true, will come true. I thought love's game was over, luck had gone away. I laid my cards on the table, unable to play. Then I heard good fortune say, they're dealing you a new hand today. Here I go again, I hear the trumpets blow again. I'm all aglow again, taking a chance on love. Here I slide again, about to take that ride again. I'm oh so starry-eyed again.
I wanted to spend just a couple of minutes with you tonight to explain to you what we're doing. Some of you probably know because you've probably heard it ad nauseum at home, but some of you don't have a clue. So the reason that we're singing all 1940s pieces in our program, most of us have aging parents. Some of us have lost our aging parents recently. And I lost mine just not too long ago. And while the last 3 years of their life, I spent a lot of time around assisted living facilities and around people who honestly didn't have a lot of visitors. And so I kind of became their family as well. When my parents were gone, it occurred to us that, well, we were out doing the Valentinegrams, and I was talking to some of the people in the facilities that we were performing for, and I asked them, what is your most favorite music? And if I ask you that tonight, what is your most favorite era of music, you would say? Yeah, everybody has their own. But what I got back was, well, 1940s, of course. And that's all I got back. And so I looked at our repertoire and realized that we didn't have any, we only had one song that was a 1940s piece. And so all of these people that we were singing for didn't recognize any of the music that we were singing. They didn't recognize it because they didn't remember it. So we got together, we put our heads together, and we decided we were going to change that. We have ladies that travel from Topeka, Kansas. We have ladies that travel from Peabody and McPherson and Wichita, and we all meet together in Newton. We have lots of other towns in between, but I always forget somebody, so I'm just going to stop right there. We honestly have about 10 different cities that we come from. And so it was not productive for me to accept performances for assisted living facilities because all they could pay usually was $50. And so I was asking women to drive from Topeka, and you know that the gasoline that they came in was more than $50 probably. So we had almost completely quit singing for these people who don't get sung to anymore. And so we decided that we were going to be the ones who were going to sing for people who don't get sung to anymore. And so we designed this entire 1940s program based around that. What we want them to do is walk away from our performance and remember sitting beside the tree in the park and holding the hand of the boyfriend who might not be their husband, that we just stirred up in their memory. We want them to walk away humming the songs that we're singing to them. And so I know some of you who don't have a clue what the 1940s was, were slightly bored maybe from all of the 1940s pieces, but I can tell you that there's no joy that is greater than seeing the light come on in someone's face when they remember a song, or that song causes them to remember something from their past that was beautiful and that they enjoyed. So that is the thrill that we intend to give this year. We knew that we could not do it all by ourselves, and so we reached out and are still reaching out to those of us who can afford it, to businesses and to personal individuals. And we're asking you to help support us so that we can go to every facility that we can possibly get into. Now, I do have some husbands in the room, and so I'm trying very carefully to be prudent with your wife's time. And we promise that we won't be singing all the time, but we really truly are going to try to take this program to as many people as possible. We're going to start out every one of our programs with 1940s dance band music. we're going to go out into the audience before we even start performing, and we're going to dance with whoever chooses to dance with us. Some of them are still willing to dance. They might be in the wheelchair, but they're still willing to dance, and we can do that as well. We designed and are wearing our 1940s dresses. Some of the ladies have perfected. Some of us are still trying to figure out a 1940s hairdo. We are. If you noticed, I mean, my folks, when they were growing up, they didn't have a clue what some people looked like. When I took them to Nashville and we saw the big mural in the theater, the old theater, the Grand Ole Opry, the old one. And I mean, the big, huge mural up there. And my mom, my 90-year-old mom, was going through and looking at the names and trying to figure out which ones belonged to those names, because all she knew was the name. That's all she'd heard was the radio show, and that's all she knew them by. And so we created a radio show as much as we could. If a person is a sponsor of ours and donates more than $250 to our quest, then we will announce your business in our little ads. I hope you noticed that those were current people that we were actually doing ads on. And so we're going to have your sponsors' names up on our website. They will be in our program when we actually do our show, which is going to be a 1940s show in September. Then we will list all of those sponsors in our program. So anybody who donates to this cause, trust me, you are bringing so much joy to so many different lives. I just can't even tell you. So thank you this evening for coming. Thank you for seeing our debut performance. And thank you for loving us. There's a lot of you here that put up with us and our hobby, and honestly, we don't get an opportunity publicly to thank you. We've got several husbands in the audience and several family members in the audience, and we do adore you for sitting there so patiently and listening to us sing. Thank you for coming this evening.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair.
As we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Thank you so much.
You applauded really well. We're going to come out and shake your hands.